Hi there, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanya with Scraptastic Creations. Do you ever struggle with the right paper to fit your photos, or maybe even the right photos for a beautiful paper packet that you find? Well, that's what I did today. I want to start scrapbooking and documenting my memories from last Christmas, and this was us decorating our Christmas tree. And I don't put up a traditional Christmas tree. I have a beach-themed Christmas tree, being that I live here in Florida. Even my daughter's dog helped us decorate. So this was the kids and I, and this is kind of my star photo. I love this photo. I love the silhouette in the background of the window, the reflection there, and just my daughter, one of my daughters, putting the ornament on the tree. I love this photo. It's probably my favorite. And I wanted to include everybody that was here. I thought the colors in this Winter Meadow paper collection by Stampin' Up! Would complement my photos. And this paper is just really so pretty, and not like your traditional paper pack that you would use for Christmas, although I think it's going to turn out pretty stunning. I am going to add in a few sheets of this other paper collection, Snowy Scenes by Stampin' Up!, to give my layout a little bit more of a traditional Christmas feel. So I really like these. These are super cute. You got some globes and snowflakes. You know, you wouldn't traditionally have like the green. And I love this candy cane print. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on my Versamats, and I really loved this DSP with the green snowflakes, and I thought it looked really nice with my photos, but it's not going to really work for the look that I'm going for to match the theme of my photos. I cut this pretty Peacock DSP from that winter paper collection to put behind my photos to make them pop, and I really do love the way it made them stand out. And then I cut this other piece of pattern paper 4 by 9 3/4 as a landing spot for my photos, and I do love how those popped. And then I want to bring that color over, and you will see later on I will bring it in a third spot. So as much as I liked those snowflakes in that green, it just wasn't working for my beach theme. So I'm going to bring in this. It's kind of like a peach color. Reminds me of the Close to My Heart peach. But this is actually petal pink, and it has snowflakes on that as well. And I really like how it's working with the pretty peacock in that Lost Lagoon. I am going to bring in this white cardstock, and it's 9 3/4 by 9 3/4 because it softened, it gave it a softer look. So I really liked how that looked, and I'm not going to waste any of that paper in the background. I am going to gut this out for sure, and I'm going to show you how I do that. No sense of wasting it. You're not going to see it. I'm going to put it on another layout. So I'm cutting this at 2 inches, and I'm bringing it up to the 2 inches, and then I'm staying about 2 inches from the bottom as well, and I'm going to do that all the way around. And just kind of leave that open space because there's no reason to have it. You're not going to see it. And then I'm going to do the same with that blue piece of paper, the pretty peacock, because again, you're not going to see it. And I like my paper, and I want to be able to get as many layouts as I can. I love this little Christmas stamp set with the trees, so I am going to bring that in, and I'm cutting some tags, and I'm going to cut a few more tags because I just love having tags. They make for great journaling spots or just to dress up that layout. So I love these little Christmas trees, and I want to bring in trees because I'm decorating the Christmas tree. And I decided, at first I cut them in a green, and it just did not match my layout. So I went ahead and cut those in the pretty peacock, which is the color, the deep teal color in the background, just to make that pop some more. And I was kind of being a little lazy here, and I took my Versamark so I can emboss these trees. I took my Versamark and I just put it right over there because I haven't yet put my sticker on the back of my tree, and I didn't want to get out my block, so I just stuck my die cut image out and put it right on that tree, and look, it works just the same. So I'm going to bring in some white powder to give it that frosted look like my flocked tree is in the background. Look how pretty these embossed trees came out. I love them. So I decided that I needed to bring in another pattern paper. So I picked this plaid DSP, and I really like how it brought that petal pink color in a little bit more. And I'm going to use it on the right side to build an embellishment cluster. And then I'm going to put it over on the right side underneath my first photo. And I really like how it made that pop out in the background. I'm going to bring in a couple of beach stamp sets. I love these sand dollars. And this Seaside Bay stamp set has been discontinued. I think it retired last catalog, but I just absolutely loved that crab and had to have it. And maybe you have a different sea creature if you're going to do a Christmas beach layout. I'm going to do a little bit of ink distressing, and I'm using pecan pie, and I'm just rubbing my sponge along the edges. I'm not going to make you watch all of it. If you have the Close to My Heart inks, you could use toffee or acorn if you do not have the pecan pie. Adding ink around my edges here will give it a more finished look, and it also helps separate your pieces they kind of stand up more from the background. And I really love the look, as you can see, going all the way around. It just really pops more. After making that candy cane tag on the right hand side, I decided that I wanted to add that pattern to the first page. So why waste paper? So I just took the trash part that was on the outside of my tag and just brought it in, and it's being hidden behind that photo, so no big deal. I'm going to bring the pretty peacock ink in and stamp some of these images. I really love them, and I'm going to use that festive memories for my title. I thought that was perfect. Since I'm stamping directly on this pattern paper, I'm going to bring in my Misty. That way there I know I'm getting the perfect image. And I am going to use that pretty peacock ink again. I will go ahead and stamp this twice. It comes out pretty good the first time, but I just thought after I stamped it, I want it a little darker and just a little bit more crisp. And I go ahead and use my chamois and wipe that ink around the edges just because I don't want to transfer it onto my pattern paper. There's nothing worse than wrecking your pattern paper. If you're enjoying this video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that notification button so you don't miss any more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way to supporting me. So I found these embellishments from some previous layouts that I had done. The Crumb Cake sand dollars had been done with embossing powder, and then I inked these other sand dollars with that pecan pie and a sponge, and I already had those starfish that are in petal pink stamped and cut out in petal pink. I am going to play with these sand dollars. I just could not figure out which color I liked. I really liked the Crumb Cake. I thought that popped. I really liked the contrast that gave it. However, I wanted to go with the softer look that I originally had planned. I do want to mention that I used the Seaside Wishes and Seaside Bay stamp. That's what these dies are that I showed you earlier. I just happen to have had them already. I do mess with my embellishment clusters quite a bit, but I thought it was important that you see how I do that, because sometimes it looks like it's really easy, but it's not. I tend to move things around quite a bit. I get rid of things, I add things. It's just part of the process, right? You just gotta do it till you love it. That's my motto. If I don't love it, I just don't use it. So I I'm building this cluster over here on the right hand side, and I'm going to decide that it needs something more. And I loved that candy cane print, so I'm going to make a second tag like the one I have up top, and I'm going to add that in behind there. And then I'm thinking that I was able to bring in the crumb cake. I really liked the contrast on that. I was able to bring that in on the little crab, and I thought, you know what, I can bring that in on some word sentiments. So I pulled this one here. It's so cute. I pull it off of the stamp set there with the sand dollars, and then I'm going to pull in another one from this Reindeer Memories stamp set. And I'm going to pull this little like almost looks like kind of like snow. I just thought it kind of finished my title off a little bit more. And then I'll bring in the fa la 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 la. Christmas is my favorite holiday to shop for, to decorate for, and to scrapbook. I would say it's a pretty close to doing my beach layouts. I absolutely love it. So it brought me great joy to do this, and I don't mind the extra fussying or messing with it until I get it to where I love it. Since I had my little crab on the first side, I decided to bring in another little sea animal on the second page. And this turtle is just so cute. And I'm just distressing him real quick. I thought it was another great opportunity to bring in that crumb cake over in my third embellishment cluster. And I try to bring the colors or the pattern paper over to both sides when I use it. And I got that off of that sea turtle stamp set. So I'm just finishing off and putting the other title, or not title, little word saying that I told you about, the fa la 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 la, over on the first page. And I kind of mess with it a little bit, trying to decide what the best placement is for it. And ultimately, I just kind of stagger those papers up top. I just thought it kind of filled in a little bit more, and I liked the way that looked. I am going to add in a little bit more embellishments underneath my photo here on the left side above my title, because I just think that it helped fill in that corner, and it actually added a little bit more to where my title was and allowed me to be able to put the date on right underneath of that photo. And I am going to finish off my tags here with the little tag toppers, and I will add some twine. And I am just really loving the way this is coming out. All the supplies that I use, I will leave listed in the description box below. And if you'd like any of those, if you use those links, that helps support my channel, and I really appreciate that. Aren't these little peppermint candies amazing? I love them. These are probably my favorite embellishment of the year. And they're kind of like, they're soft, but they have they got like the sticker on the back of them, and they're flat, but there's a tiny bit of dimension, but they're pretty flat, and I just love them. And I think that helped really finish off this layout and just actually bring in that mix of Christmas beach and make this the perfect tree decorating beach layout. And I love it. I hope that you really like it, and leave me a comment below and let me know what you think of it. I really do love hearing your comments and just hearing from you, letting me know that you're here. So I'm going to give you a closer look here and show you those embellishment clusters a little closer and those cute little peppermint candies. Again, I really hope that you enjoyed this layout as much as I did. Check out my next video for more inspiration.